one thing that Joe said to me, and this is, well, I'll let you in on it. Joe was somewhat, it was a problem with Joe when he started thinking about my teams during the 80s, because he said, pretty much it was unfair to Tatum and Brown to be compared to Bird and McHale and Parrish and Russell, because this franchise has set such a standard that they could never live beyond those guys. I don't care how good Tatum becomes. Will Tatum ever be the best player in Celtic history?
No.
That was a question. Okay. So he will never be viewed as the best player in Celtic history. But his skill set puts him in a stratosphere by himself.
Sure.
Is Tatum better than John Havlicek? Yeah. Yeah, with his skill set, things he's able to do, his quickness, where's he at when it comes to
Max? You just upset every 60 plus year old dude in Boston by saying
and here's the thing. I really don't give a damn, because all the 60 guys talk about, they didn't play with John Havlicek. I did. And I played with Larry Bird. And I've had the chance to watch Tatum over and over again. But that's the point I'm making, that Joe Mazzulla, it looks at that sometimes as an issue with the people who live in the past right now and don't give Tatum and Brown the respect that they should be getting, that they should get.
Hang on one second. I got Bob Ryan calling me right now. Somehow he already caught wind of this. He's not happy.
Well, you tell me why I'm pissing these people off. You tell me. Tell me why I'm pissing them off.
You're not. As I said, some things are held sacred, and to men of a certain age, John Havlicek is God. And I hear more about John Havlicek and the impossible dream Red Sox of '67 than like people who actually, it doesn't matter. But yeah, they are. John Havlicek is revered. So yeah, when you say Tatum's ahead of him, that'll ruffle some feathers. But you're right. You're right. I mean, you're right. I mean,
I played with John. I know John's skill set. He was an older player, obviously, at that time.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at Tatum. Tatum's ability to create for other people, his foot speed, his height, his ability to shoot the ball. John wasn't there. John did not have that skill set when you think about who John could be and what John could do on the floor. John was a great defender, though. He was a great defender, and that's another area that Tatum has to build on. But from a skill standpoint, Jason Tatum, it has to be one of the top 3 players maybe to ever play with the Celtics.
It's impossible if you've taken us down this road for me not to ask. And I will say Tatum actually is, Tatum, I think, is an outstanding defender and it should be getting more due. And he should have gotten Defensive Player of the Year votes. He should have gotten all defense votes as well. People aren't paying attention to how good he's become defensively. I think it's one of his stronger attributes, actually. But you're mentioning Tatum as a potential top 3. I know you've done this in some form or another, but let's go. Give me your all-time 5, and you place them in positions, not just best 5.
Russell, Bird. Now I'm trying to see a way to keep Tatum out of that. Russell, Bird, Tatum.
Yep.
Paul Pierce. And it's just hard for me to keep Bob Cousy out of it, regardless.
Cousy.
Yeah, I know you're going, Cousy, yeah. Now, you want to kill a bunch of people who in the 90s? Why don't you go ahead and stick a fork in Cousy? Let me see what you'll say then. I know people walk up to me right now. I'm from Worcester, and I knew Bob Cousy. And I saw Cousy play during the 50s and the 60s. And you can't tell me about Bob Cousy. So, yeah, that's the way I'm going to go. But I'm going to have Jason Tatum in the top 3.
Yeah, that's fair. And again, look, the Cousy argument is always interesting because it just comes at a time where everything was really funky with the NBA. It's not integrated. It's it's still kind of a newish sport. Nobody could dribble with their left hand. No one could shoot the ball really that well, but Kuzi was a wizard and definitely deserves his due. The only other conversation you can have in and around the point guard position is either Rondo or potentially, in terms of talent alone, even though he never put his mark on the franchise and he has no legacy. And if I say his name, the most talented point guard who's ever played for the Celtics is clearly Kyrie Irving, but he wasn't here long enough and he doesn't make the list. Sorry. I got to put KG in there somewhere, babe. Sorry. It's hard for me to leave KG out.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
The KG is hard to leave out, but when I think about it, if I say Russell, sure, right? Bird, sure, right?
Yeah.
Tatum, sure, right? Now, do you want to put KG in there? Do you want to put Paul Pierce in there?
You want to upset people? You want me to upset people?
Yeah, go ahead and put Ray Allen in there.
I'm putting KG in as the small ball 5 and bringing Russell off the bench.
Woo! Man, you just destroyed the Cedric Maxwell podcast.
That's it for you.
You just... Folks, I'm out of here.
Ahmed, cue the friggin' TNT dynamite effect.
Sure whatever's in that white thing that you were drinking a minute ago.
Oh man, hold on.
We're gonna have to get you tested right now. Oh my God, you're taking Russell out and bringing Russell off the bench and putting Kevin in as a.
Yeah, don't tell Bob. Bob, that's Bob again. Hold on, I gotta send this to voicemail. Yeah, that's a tough one. Sorry guys. Sorry everybody.